Hello, everybody, and welcome to your podcast, Mind the Time. My name is Fintan Harvey, joined as always by Brandy Mahan.
What's crack?
What's happening, Brandy?
All's quiet, hey?
Good job.
Lovely day out there.
Isn't it beautiful? It was 17 degrees at like 10:30 when I was coming across there in the morning, yeah.
So yesterday and today is basically the summer we're having.
Yeah, here comes the summer. We've done that before.
We have.
Yeah, but it's never came.
Like Mike, he was in this very seat too.
He was indeed. He was indeed. And also we've got, of course, Sean Carey. What's the crack, Shawnee boy?
We do indeed. What's the crack? I'm all good.
Good man, yourself.
The marching always brings us the good weather, doesn't it?
That's true, actually. Hey, March away, the fuck.
It's only a good thing that
Bring
comes
the
from
summer with you. That's it.
But all good. I've been pondering the mysteriousness of toothpaste today.
So what's the crack,
Toothpaste?
mate?
Like, what's in it?
A paste.
Paste for teeth. Made of teeth. It's made of teeth.
It's crushed up teeth.
It's one of the things I think you ruin it if you Google it. So I'm just trying to like ponder it.
I've never once wondered what's in toothpaste, to be honest. I'll tell you my thing with toothpaste, but there's something I've just come to realise recently. And I'm wild about brushing my teeth these days. I use Sensodyne Repair and Protect because my teeth are hammered. So it's like
Boom.
really good
Snap.
stuff.
Aye.
But you have to, it comes to a point in your life when you realise that tube of toothpaste that you've been squeezing and squeezing and squeezing is eventually going to be empty. Do you know where you like
try and get the last wee drop out of it and roll it up?
It's one of the hardest things to empty in the world.
It is.
Like, and there's times you have to squeeze it out with both hands and it like pops out here, but then you need to somehow still holding it with two hands, get your toothbrush and go like that there. Yeah. And it's well hard part of life. Nobody really talks about. You know what I mean?
I always
should be talked about more, Brenda.
Just wanted to get that off my chest and it's been bothering me for a while.
It's well off now.
Thanks, lads.
TV lie it down and I always get my toothbrush and like push it across the tube and it does like get it all to the top, or you can use one of those little oil paint things.
Aye.
The wee like tube squeezers.
I have seen wee rollers. Is that what they're for? For oil paint, I suppose.
For oil paints, yeah. Right. But
sometimes
it's just it's a curious thing.
Sometimes you'd have to go at it with a pair of scissors too. If you're down to Dyer's Street,
squeeze it out the bottom.
You know, if you've got nothing left,
or here's one free, but you need a partner. Lie her down on the road outside the house, reverse over it, and get somebody to sit with your toothbrush. Brush.
And then you think about it, right? You know the way they suggest like a pea-sized amount to execute onto your brush.
Yes.
Imagine the many of those pea-sized spludges have been done in the world ever.
I know.
Like how many?
If that's the case, why don't they sell them in big frozen bags like peas? We frozen toothpaste balls.
There you go,
and you pick
man.
one out and put it on your thing.
Fucking Dragon's Den. Here we come, Brenda.
Copyrighted Mind the Time.
We're changing the name of this podcast.
Mind the Toothpaste.
From Mind the Time to shite ideas.
Do you ever do the thing I always could do when I'm putting the toothpaste on? You know the way it is in ads? There's a wee curve on it. It's really cool looking. Every time I try to get it,
I equate it to like when chefs do the wee spoon across the plate of like, you know what I mean? You just try and get that perfect wee dollop of but in ads it's never pea-sized. It's always more like hot dog sized.
Yeah.
It's a big lump, like
a big toothpaste turd.
That's exactly. It's like about an inch long, and they say it's a piece. Should be a pea size.
Word.
Maybe they've got different sized peas.
We have a lot to say about toothpaste, clearly.
Or it could be different sized.
What about toothbrush? Electric toothbrush?
Oh, the only thing. For years, I was wasting my life.
Same, Brandy. Same. Now you can't go back now, like.
No, you need one. Hey,
Sean, you look like somebody pondering things that you're still using the old style.
No, I am using old style, but I'm all about the eco brush.
No.
The old eco brushes.
Get yourself
a wee bamboo one.
Get yourself an electric one. Out of the business.
With a charcoal bristles. I still does the job, like
it does. You have.
I've heard of people out like camper living in the wild, like brushing their teeth with like muck, and it's like clay around water. Apparently, it has like not healing, but like just like dental properties,
minerals and stuff.
Minerals and salts and those. Because they always say gargling. My dad used to always say gargling with hot water and salt is really good for your gums, like as hot as you can handle it and as salty as you can handle it, and go and it basically like toughens up your gums.
I love the way you done the flexing there.
It is. It's like when a big like bare knuckle boxer dips his hands in petrol. Toughens up your gums just.
Tight
and under glass.
Exactly.
I always gargle. I love a good gargle. Always in the morning.
Sure you do.
You would know, Brendy. That's why you're in shorts.
I can't gargle.
No,
I fucking.
You can't gargle. Reflex. You can't do auto tune. What can you do?
I'm meat.
Drop your phone.
It just makes me go.
dry heave.
These floss.
I use the wee interdental brushes. Mine's my whole dental life is just too little, too late. That would be like if my teeth wrote a book. That's what it would be called. Trying really hard now. Look after my teeth so well now, but the damage has been done.
Yeah.
It's also not my fault. I think it's like because I've got an underbite, which means my bottom teeth don't meet my top teeth.
Right.
They come out underneath, which has always made eating things and like chewing weird. And, like, biting things is always weird. So I think that's like over time just done damage to my gums. So it's just part of life. You have to battle on with.
Part of life. I had neglected my teeth in my 20s.
Yep, same pretty much.
And then in my late 30s, I'm going to say 40, I was like, no, I need to get fucking work done on them here because it's only going to go one way. So with that, I went to the dentist a lot, and I've got them to a point now where
they're passable.
They're passable.
That's the same as mine.
And a lot healthier.
I get through my day with them. It's about the most as I can say.
Yeah, they're still wussy at the end of the day.
That's it, exactly. They do what they need to do. But no, what I could never do, even as a Wayne, when you like bite open an ice pull. Could never do that.
Could you not?
Not the whole thing. My teeth
you couldn't get the grip on it.
I know when people get like rip sellotape and like bite it, can't do that either.
Yeah.
I have to like stick it up here and be so it's amazing I've come this far. Having to deal with all that.
Fair play to you, Randy.
We were putting our mouths everywhere, weren't we, when we were younger too? Like,
man, opening beer bottles.
I've never been up on that. No.
Oh man, like even thinking about it now, I'm like, that is the worst.
Every
thing
time you
ever.
watch somebody do it, you're just waiting for it to tooth to crack. And as much as like dental problems are never life threatening and they're never like major, but they can be highly inconvenient.
The worst,
very fucking annoying.
The worst pain.
Like
the worst pain.
It's awful pain, and it like ruins your day. But you feel bad crying about it because they might be chatting to somebody who's got like an actual medical problem, and they're like, and your teeth are sore. Oh God, love you. But it's fucking it's grim too, like, isn't it?
It is grim, man. It'd bring you down, like.
So we're just going to talk about teeth for an hour.
Yeah.
And then
no, what I'm thinking about now, because you're saying the sellotape thing, because we were just putting their mouths on everything, and who knows where it was lying. But people lick their fingers. They turn a newspaper.
Oh, crack.
Like that turns me.
Does it?
When the thought of it now, I couldn't do it. I'd be all like, see, when I need to do something, another way, sometimes you just need a wee wet finger for something, like opening a bag. No, like, do you know, like when you can't get the grip of a bun bag or something, you're trying to like separate.
I just go flap it like.
No, I always just dab my finger under a tap now, and then I'm like. Open straight away instead of like tonguing my finger.
Your tongue is nature's tap.
Nature's tap.
What if you need to open a bun bag and you're out in the middle of nowhere?
Where's
the tap?
Yeah.
So try and find a wee stream to open this bun bag.
I'd run around. I'd be fucked in a desert. I was going to say a desert.
A desert.
A desert.
But hey, if you were in a forest, you would have a bun bag so you can sleep in that. You'd be grand.
True enough.
A bun bag.
Yeah. So what else been happening, guys, apart from the brushing of teeth?
That's basically it, hey?
Yeah.
Brushing your teeth for 33 years.
So this has been Mind the Time podcast.
Look after them teeth. Call your dentist.
Sponsored by Dental.
Tip your dentist. Imagine you tipped your dentist. You're a tenner, big man. Good man for that, thank you.
They're ready to get a fucking fortune.
I know. Then you go out there like 250. 250.
Last time I went to the dentist, I sat for 45 minutes in the waiting room, and then the girl came up and told me that I had to go home and I wasn't going to be seen.
No way.
Swear to God. Don't know. Just some like problem with, I think the girl was looking to get out early and go on the sesh or something. So I wasn't too happy with that, folks.
Were you reading the magazines they provide?
Just
licking your finger, then they turn the pages.
Just licking the pages.
You think everybody that's been in that dentist has done the same?
I just cut out the middleman and just lick the page directly. Just like, nope.
Use your tongue to turn the page.
Use your teeth. But no, our crack, hey. I'm going down the it's a lovely sunny day out there, and we have to make the most of the sun these days because you rarely get it. So we're going to scoot down to Clontarf Beach later. My man Dad,
beautiful,
and nephews, me and Marion and the Waynes, taking a wee drive down for the crack.
That'll be class, man.
Might even do a wee dip. We'll see. A wee dip in the water. Water down there is lovely.
Yeah.
Last time we were swimming, me and Holly were swimming last year. We went down and we were swimming about, happy days, and then I seen this thing a couple of maybe 100 meters away or so, and it was a seal. bopping about.
Oh, class.
And I was like, oh, class. But then he started getting closer, and I was all right. That's far enough there. Because I know you're like a seal in your class. But
and you look cute, but you would bite you.
I would say if I came near you and you didn't want me to be near you, I would know all about it.
Oh, aye. Like there is this one of them things like people think of seals like in cartoons and stuff.
Do you ever see like teeth?
Fucking take the army, like.
Bite the heady, so
you should bite it first. See what happens.
And then we saw dolphins when we got out of the water. There was dolphins out there and jumping about.
Class. Love to see dolphins. I seen porpoises last week in the way we were going on the boat over to Glasgow. And there was just schools of them just the whole way across.
These might have been porpoises as well, but
you didn't ask them.
No, I didn't ask them. No, I didn't feel it appropriate.
Yeah,
I don't care if you're a porpoise or a dolphin or whatever you are. We're all welcome here in these waters.
Porpoise. That sounds like they just got lazy with animal names.
Did you do it on purpose?
Porpoise. Fuck it. They don't even look alike.
They're just like wee tiny dolphins.
Must look that up. I just can't picture them.
See, the porpoises used to be the servants of the dolphin world, and they were called that because they served the porpoise. That's actually backwards. It doesn't make sense. Anyway.
That's like a daddy joke, everybody.
It is. Well, I am a dad, so
yeah, you're a dad. Right?
You're my daddy.
Dad jokes. So that was the way over to Glasgow, and then so I was over in Glasgow for a weekend. So I was off work for 2 weeks there. I was over in Glasgow for a weekend with my mum, visiting relatives. It was lovely, and then back for a week, and then over to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Wow. Tell us all about that.
Oh man, so literally just got back. Like I was saying to Sean, got back yesterday afternoon.
Right.
And then I was out in Claudy for a few pints last night. It was my mate Connor's anniversary on Thursday or Friday, sorry. So we were all meeting up in McKeever's Bar in Claudy. The pub we used to drink.
Very nice.
It's good to get everybody together and that. And the stories and the crack was really, really good. And but man, I've been drinking for 6 days.
Summertime, hey?
Like so we left me and Sorka left at like 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday. We left Derry, drove up to the airport.
You were telling me you left McKeever's at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was going, no.
Wasn't far off it.
No.
So I drove up and got over there anyway by about 10:30, and we got the bus Sunday town into Edinburgh, and we were like, so it was about, I don't know what time. I messaged you as a picture actually, the photo of in the beer garden. I don't know, about 12 o'clock.
It was early enough.
Sarka and I were like, what do we do? We just have a wee pint. I will have a wee pint. Hammered by fucking 6 o'clock. Like.
Of course.
And then we're meeting people that night, so like we had to drop our bags back out to where we were staying and then come back in. So that took about an hour and a half. So I had a hangover then by the time I was coming back in again.
Need a road beer. You need road beers.
Needed a road beer. So it was like, so that day I had 2 hangovers, and then Tuesday, I was just amazing though. Just
two hangovers. You hadn't even had your dinner yet.
I know. So much going on there. Like, I'd highly recommend it to anybody.
I'd love to get over
there.
Yeah.
For Fringe or just in general?
Well, Edinburgh itself is beautiful, but for the Fringe Festival is a fucking experience. Like, it really is. There's just thousands upon thousands of people on the streets. Loads of people handing out flyers. There's comedy on absolutely everywhere.
Must be a comedian's dream, hey? Somewhere like that.
It is, man. It can be a wee bit too much, though. You sort of have to. There's one of the days I had to go back a bit and I was like, hold on a wee minute here, and getting a wee bit too fucking overwhelmed by it all. It's just too much comedy. But like every room in every building in Edinburgh, there's a microphone in the corner and chairs laid out.
Wow.
And people are doing comedy shows. Like, and you just get to see the most amazing things. Like.
Even in like libraries and stuff. Imagine with the librarians, the boy in the corner being all, what about chickens? Let's talk about chickens.
Do you know what? That would be an Edinburgh show. That's the kind of thing.
Actually, I think we're on to something.
That'd be something they would do over there, and have people in the audience going, shh.
Its shiteness would make it funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was a lot of that. There's a lot of class stuff, but obviously there's going to be a lot of shite too.
Oh, of course,
and a lot of pretentiousness, and a lot of young drama students with.
Thinking they are something.
With mummy and daddy with big checkbooks. And you know,
did you do anything?
I did. Any gigs?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so it was on the Monday night and Tuesday night. I was on the Best of Northern Ireland compilation show and the Three Sisters. And then I was on Best of Northern Ireland headliners in the stand as well. So
brilliant.
Yeah, done a bit. It was good. Really,
would you
really
say
good.
This is probably an odd question, but would you say it's mostly a Scottish audience?
No, worldwide, man.
Everywhere?
Yeah. everywhere. So the best in Northern Ireland compilation show, I'd say about 70% people from Northern Ireland.
Right. Well, naturally.
Yeah. And then there was at one point I was like, anybody from Derry? And then there was a young fella goes, I'm from Feely. I was like, class.
Yes, come on up.
Yeah, that's that part of the parish. But I was amazing, just class, man. The amount of stuff we've seen. We went to see on the, I can't, I'm all mixed up with days now, so I'm not even going to say what day it was. We went to see like a clown circus act,
right,
in Underbelly. It's fucking amazing, like. And 5 women from Germany, and just the most amazing circus performers, like, but wild funny as well. No words, it was all just clowning,
just visual and sort of
visual. Oh man, it was amazing. Like, it was amazing because I wanted to see a lot of stuff that you wouldn't see.
Of course, don't just go and see all your normal stand-ups. Something a bit different, like.
Yeah, we went to see. Well, actually, I love Foil Arms and Hog. Like, I've always watched all their videos. Have you ever seen them? 3 guys sketch group. Check it out, they're fucking amazing. Like, so I'd meant to go and see them in Derry, and whatever happened a couple of times, couldn't go, was gigging or whatever, so it's like, definitely I'm making a point of going and here. One of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life. Right, 3 Irish lads,
like wee sketches,
3 Irish lads do sketches, and it's like nothing I've ever seen before. Like, you know, they're just the most amazing actors, they're the most amazing singer, like they do everything, and funny as fuck, like. And then a lot of it they done just out in the audience. So it's a big, like, it's a big theatre style place, like, and 2 of them would just go wandering into the audience, chatting to people and all, and then they would make that into part of the act. And I definitely check it out on YouTube.
Brave doing stuff like that too, because that could easily turn wild chaotic and not really know what's going on.
They're just masters of their trade, you know what I mean? They've been doing it, I'd say, for about 15 years. They just started pumping out videos, and just really, really funny stuff, and so consistent at it, man. Like a really consistent level of funny. So that was fucking class. Like, I was so good. Like, you know, when you're just properly belly laughing, like.
Brilliant. Was there any of our alumni from here over there? Any Derry folk or from the north?
Peter Davison's doing a show over there, so we went to Pete's show on I'm going to say Monday. Yeah, it was the Monday, no, Tuesday. Anyway, it all morphed into one. Pete's show was brilliant. Remember he was on here chatting about it before. Manifest Density. Yeah. Went to that, was class. Pete was on at like 12:30 in the day, I think it was. Quite early start, like. And then, but I say there's comedy on from like 10 in the morning to 5 in the morning.
Obviously, if you're very experienced at it, wouldn't matter as much. But if you're quite new, you'd rather be on early in the day, get it done, and sort of relax a bit. Then you know, you can enjoy yourself a bit more. Then I think.
Aye, that's true.
I'd be a bag of nerves. Do you know what I mean? You always are, no matter what, no matter how long you're performing. You have to get them nerves. If you're on at 9 o'clock at night and you're on the batter from 10 in the morning, it's going to be in your head all day.
Exactly.
Like, oh Jesus, do you know what I mean?
Get it done early and then
go at the pints then.
Today. But most of the time, performers, you have to be out flyering before it to try and get people into your show. So the streets are just lined with people flyering. Like, it's just like every second person's just like, do you want to go and see my show? Here's a wee flyer. Because they all talk like that.
And you're not
I know, and so I had to do this thing because I don't like saying no, you know, so it was like booked up for the day. Sorry. You know, that was my booked up for the day. Because you can't see everything. You
can't go to everything. Of course, if there's a venue in every single pub or bar or whatever.
Every library.
Apparently, I heard now that if you were to see every show on in Edinburgh at the Fringe Festival, 5 years, it would take you to watch them all back to back. Like, so.
Well, what else are you doing as well? To be fair, like, yeah, may as well.
5 years just watching comedy.
I've seen some of Pete's, like, he's been put up like we sort of diaries, daily diaries.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I seen the people flying. It was like there was someone dressed as a boob and someone dressed as a vagina giving out flyers.
Everybody's just trying to stand out. Like,
I'm just standing here and there's a large boob giving out flyers. But happy days, and he's doing like 30 in a row, isn't he, or something? 30.
He's doing 30, 36 or 30.
That's insane there, hey?
That's nuts.
That's madness. Can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
By like the 29th day, you must be all like, and then I said, just like falling asleep and all.
I know, because you're doing the same set.
The same material every day. Like,
I just hope it's not the same crowd every day.
No.
We heard this one.
And then you could, like, there's some days you could have 3 people, and there's some days you could have 1 person in, and 1 person comes in, and you still have to perform.
Of course,
you know.
And then there's a lot of pressure on that 1 person too.
Wild pressure, pressure.
And he's like trying to overly laugh, even though, because you can't. I don't think you could relax on the point where even if something was really funny, I don't think you're sitting on your own, like pissing yourself laughing to all these jokes.
No, but you don't, when you're watching something on the TV and you're on, you won't laugh.
No, exactly. But you might go, oh, that's hilarious. But you're not all.
No, you won't laugh out loud.
That's my thing. I'm not a big like laugh out louder. I can find something well funny and I'll go like, but these people like roll about the place. It does happen to me very rarely when there's something like really sets you off. But like when I'm watching comedy, I love comedy, but I'm probably like not a comedian's favorite audience member because I'm not somebody that laughs out well loud. I'll sit and find something hilarious, and at comedy shows I'll try and enunciate my laugh a bit more because it's part of the fucking deal. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just not a wild like strong laugher.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I see him. I just sit smiling most of the time when this is fucking class.
Mm-hmm. Be worse, but see if you were that only person, because that happens. Do you ever get that thing like before I go in a shop, I'll look in and see if there's nobody in there. I don't go in. Because then all the pressure's on because you get all the attention from the sales assistant, and I just like being left alone. They sort of shop or they window shop or whatever, and they come straight over to you, and then you just feel, and then you feel bad if you don't buy anything. You nearly buy something just to sort of get out of the awkwardness.
Jesus,
but it's the same way like the comedy thing. If you were just sitting there and you're the only person and they're doing jokes at you, like you'd be doing that thing. How do I get out of here? How can I leave? And it happened to me. I swear to God, I remember this. I remember being in New York and I was in this hostel, and when you go to hostels in America, there's always these like wee events that they have. They have a wee poster and shows you different things that goes on that say like walking tours, etc., etc. A lot of it's free, so it's great. So stuff, it's good for meeting people and all. But I remember there was just like a stand-up comedy night or something, and I was, it sounds good, but I forgot all about it. And I came off. I was getting the elevator up to my room, and the elevator doors just opened, and the comedy show was right there in front of me.
No way.
And then the comedian was just like, "Oh, we got another guest." But I had made like my dinner. Like I had just got something to eat. I'd been out all day walking like 10 hours, and I came out and it's something to eat. Just wanted to go into my fucking room. They were all blocking the door.
What do you mean? Like it was in like the hallway?
It was just in the hallway.
I wasn't on the left.
But the comedian was facing me, so
in the hallway in a hotel.
All 6 people who had their back to me, like watching the show. Like it was just other people in the hotel or in the hostel. And he just looked at me and he was like, "Oh, we got more people." And I was like, "No, I just want to fucking eat my dinner."
What did you do?
I sat down really awkwardly.
And I stood there and housekeeping.
I was going, he. I was trying to laugh, and then I see as soon as like someone said a couple of comedians. Mm-hmm. Once he went off, I just went straight in the room. I was like, "I'll be back in a wee second." I just had my room in until it was done.
It just wasn't. You had in your room.
I just wanted to fucking eat my feet.
Yeah. You hadn't signed up for it, like. Well, not.
If I had to be more prepared, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So. I would say they were like, "Oh yes, another audience member here." And then you broke their hearts.
Exactly, you know.
Yeah. And that thing, if you had one person in as well and say they were fucking Russian or something and didn't have much English, and it's even more awkward.
Like they were Russian and they were in a hurry.
They're in a hurry.
I sorry about my hand. Sorry.
Or somebody, like you only having a couple of people on and then people walk out mid-show. We went to... it was about 2:00 in the morning. Like we were in a bar and a couple of people come along. They're going, "We're doing like a funny quiz show and here through to the next place." When I come on, we were like, "Fuck it, right, we'll go in." And I was very open-minded about it. They were only young boys. They were about in their early 20s, like, and they were all very, "Hey, how are you? Want to come to your game show?" Yeah, they were all that. So I was like, "Right, go with it. Fair play to them." Blah blah blah. We went down, man, and again was going right, and started off and. It just fucking turned. 2 young fellas, one of them was wearing a pair of pajama bottoms, right, and a t-shirt, which is grand, and they were sort of a wee bit geeky. One was a good looking boy, long hair, and he had sunglasses and all on, and what ruined it for me, the young fella took his top off, right? He was doing a segment, the first wee fucking quiz thing. He took his top off, and he'd obviously been on the sunbeds, and he'd been working on his wee 6-pack and all.
Right.
So he was sort of standing all, you know, come and get me, ladies.
Right.
And then the second one was like he was doing push-ups. How many push-ups can Josh do? I was like, you're just showing off. Like,
not comedy and like vanity don't mix.
Exactly.
Comedy's
that was my thing,
the
Brandy.
opposite of fucking vanity.
Exactly. See if it didn't have that, I would have enjoyed it. See, as soon as he done that, I was like, I'm out. I'm checking out here.
No,
like,
it's just you have to make a fool of yourself rather than trying to be, oh, look at me. You know what I mean?
And he was all, oh my god, I feel so self-conscious with my top off. And you're like, no, you don't.
See, if the guy had been like,
nobody asked you to take your fucking top off for a start. Yeah, no. Alright, so the two of them were going on anyway, we were sticking it out, and there was about 30 people, and there was only a wee small room. It's like a wee underground place. It was like, it looked like a wee cave, and then they were like, we're going to take a little break, and there was a guy doing sound in the corner. He was on the wee laptop, and this is our mate Andrew. He's the best comedian in Belfast. Give it up for, or in Belfast and Edinburgh. Give it up for Andrew. And he come on, everybody was clapping, and it was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Is that right?
He emptied the room within 3 minutes. Like, people just started getting up and walking out, man. And it was all jokes that you would, like, if you were on your phone and looked at memes.
That's like what it was.
That's what it was. That was just completely stolen. There was nothing original, and he was there in this way of voice like this, and it's like, you're annoying me, but I'm not walking out. And there was 3 people left. There's me and Sorka and somebody else.
Right.
And the 2 boys come running on again going, that's enough of Andrew, now let's get back to the show. And Andrew's like, but can I not, and he just pointed to the corner and was like, you're done, you've just ruined the whole thing.
It must be hard work too at times. Do you know what I mean? You have to have something really good for people to like stick at it. Do you know that kind of way?
Like, they empty a room that was already laughing. They were already enjoying themselves. You know,
Sorka should have. You should have shot the crow. Shot the crow.
See, I was having a wee bit of a thing going, am I indulging these people by staying?
Am I enabling them?
Am I enabling them? Exactly. But
I'm doing the biggest favour ever if I were to get up and leave right now.
Yeah. They seem like a couple of rich kids who, like, because it takes a lot to do Edinburgh money-wise, you know what I mean? And like, the working class has sort of been pushed aside now because they can't fucking afford to do it, can't afford the accommodation. So
and stuff,
these 2 wee guys were, I'm assuming Daddy had paid for everything and were able to just get up and talk shite.
Talk shite, well.
Straight out of Harvard.
Yeah. And then they come around. So there was another couple of people that come in, sort of. There was about another half an hour, so a couple of stragglers come in. People were sitting, and then at the end, he was like, thank you for the people who stayed, especially you two, and pointed at me and Sorka, because we were like the middle-aged people there. And like, he didn't know anything about us. Like, we could have been just 2 people. Hey, darling, let's go up to Scotland for the day, watch some comedy. You know what I mean? Just exactly. Off work. And
I would have let it on. I was dead. And that's the reason I didn't leave. I was like bored to death.
Oh, man. It was
that's that thing. If you have to leave, like, how do you leave as well? Because I couldn't just get up and walk out. Look at the person. I'd have to be, hello.
Yeah.
2 seconds. I was like, slap out, sort of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's awkward trying to leave, especially in such a wee small room. Like.
Exactly.
But one of the most entertaining things was there was 2 people in the front row, fucking head cases. Like, one of them, the fella was called Spear.
Right.
That was his name, right? It's just fucking mentalist. And then the woman along with him didn't get her name, and she had all like big fucking mad hair and mad outfit on her and all. And I couldn't, when something hit you for, I couldn't stop laughing, right? Spear was fucking shouting things and all, trying to be a part of it, and it was just silly stuff, like. And she just turns around and she goes, shut up, Spear. And I don't know what it was about it, man. I couldn't stop laughing. And then the 2 boys on stage thought I was laughing at them.
So they're all buzzing.
And tears were running down my cheeks, man. I was like, shut up, Spear.
I'll Spear, hey.
I'll Spear.
Wonder where he is now.
Spear's a fucking head case. And then we went to see, did you ever hear Nina Conte?
I've heard the name.
Ventriloquist. She's a wee monkey.
Definitely heard the name.
She was on all the panel shows and all, but it's fucking amazing, man. I'd only seen clips of her online. One of the most incredible things that I've ever seen in my life. Right, so she does this thing where, so she ventriloquist, she has the wee monkey, and even that's fucking amazing. It's so fucking funny. But she has this thing where she brings audience members up, and there's this thing that fits around your jaw, and it's a mouth, and there's a lead coming from it.
No, it's not that thing.
Yeah, you can't talk, but there's a lead coming from it, and she's holding it so she can control the mouth moving.
Right.
So she's been a ventriloquist with you.
Right,
So she brought Sorka and Sorka's brother Faker up. I'll actually put it up on a wee clip of it. It was fucking amazing, man. It was so funny. She done a family of about 5 people as well. So she was able to she was able to improvise 5 different voices, 5 different characters that she had made up for these people, and just carry it off, man. It was fucking incredible.
Sounds like something that would be on Britain's Got Talent or something, doesn't it?
Far too good for it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, but it is.
She'd be wasted on it.
Yeah. So she brought out a movie now as well. Right. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. Right. It's about the monkey.
Right. Okay.
And the monkey, somebody in a. It's somebody in a monkey suit that finds love and is unable to come out of the monkey suit. Not selling it well, but it looks brilliant. Right, she played the fucking ad for it all, set in America.
Wow.
That sounds
interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Ventriloquism.
I'll watch that.
Yeah. Man, just again, just the level of performance was fucking unbelievable.
See, when you said that performance, the 2 guys, push-up guys, was in a cave. Is that... what do you call it? St. Mary's Close? What do you call the old city anyway underneath? Is that part of the old city?
Yeah.
Where Edinburgh was built on
top. The tunnels and stuff.
Yeah.
Down there it's interesting. Mary King's Close. That's what I'm thinking of. You go down and it's the old Edinburgh, the old street.
We went on a wee ghost tour there when I was over in primary school, and the wee caves underneath and all that. It was terrifying. It was a bad idea. Bring a lot of like P6 wains and turn it right up to bed now in a big creepy hotel. No bar.
So what was it? The plague? When the plague happened? And that's why they built over the top of it instead of just like knocking it all down. They were just all fuck it and they just built on top of the old city. Like But they used to throw their shit out the door and all. That's the whole thing in the wee tour you do.
Yeah.
Threw all their piss and shit out of the door. It's a family but staying in the one room.
Used to be the craic guy.
And there was a name for it. There was a word they said. They shouted a word. It was a French word. I forget what the word is. What?
Fuck.
Shite.
The first word came. That's the F word.
It said "fut," but they threw all their shit out, and they would shout the word so everybody could run on side and not get covered in shit.
Oh, yeah. Talk about a bad day if you're walking out going to work. And you
know, Pally or something. It was something like that. No, that's a pirate thing, isn't it?
What is
Pally?
Don't know. Not too up in my pirate words.
Parley.
Well, you should be research.
Parley. No.
Parley.
That means like reaching an agreement.
Pally. Something like that.
Well, reaching an agreement that I'm throwing this out the window, and if you're down there, you have to.
Wasn't Parley?
It is now. We'll go with that.
Well, it was. Just saying.
That place we were in, we came for the quiz show thing, was the game show, was apparently the most haunted pub in Edinburgh, so it was probably part of your tour.
Yeah. Fucking brilliant city, as you say. Like, I've been there twice, I think now. Absolutely love that place.
I love Edinburgh too. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Beautiful. But I was saying the last time I tried to go, I was going to take a wee weekend there once, or a wee like extended weekend, and it was just so expensive. Even the hostels.
It is. It's near hole.
Like I paid cheaper to stay in a hostel in Manhattan.
Really?
New York, like. I was all, why is it so dear? I don't get it.
Yeah.
So dear.
We got cracker accommodation in New York too. Like, it wasn't cheap as such, but there was like, I think it was because there was like 6 of us staying there, but it was an apartment that slept like more than 6 people, and there was a TV in every room with like Netflix on it and all, and it was in the East Village in Manhattan, like a really, really nice area in New York, and I think it was about $200 each.
Wow.
For like 5 days.
Holy shit.
For 5 days?
But obviously between like 6 or 7 of us, you know what I mean? So it was like $1,500 or something, but the place was unbelievable, and there was a wee bagel shop right across the street that had like breakfast bagels and like coffee and fresh orange juice and all over every morning. Class.
Nice.
See, it was I remember it was $99 a night for me for a hostel. And when I got there, I couldn't find it. And then this like fortune teller seen me standing. I'm serious. And she came over to me and was like, "You looking for the hostel?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Shut up.
God, you're good.
She was all, it's behind my shop. And I was all, fuck, that's me. I'm done. Nobody's ever going to see me again. But lo and behold, we went through her shop like a fortune teller. She had this wee, like, just wee small space, like, went through it. There was a hostel.
Right.
But as I say, it's the same hostel a comedy thing happened, so it was quite small, like, but it was a great location.
Nice.
And it's the first time I ever had like a weird experience in a hostel too, because a guy tried to get under my bed during the night. And that's creepy. When you wake up and a guy was climbing under my bed.
Did he make a mistake, or was he just trying to... Right?
No, he knew fine rightly. He ran after me then.
Shut up.
I'm serious. Yeah. I don't know what he was at. He was off his head. Yeah. I think he was on drugs.
Story took a dark turn there.
It did, didn't it?
It was two Australian guys, and I remember I was chatting to them a wee bit. I didn't tag along with them anywhere or sort of But I just woke up and he was crawling under my bed, and I jumped through. It was like bunk beds, and I jumped through, you know, like the two ends.
Under the hour bed?
And I went on the toilet, and he like ran after me, and he was all banging at the door going, please come out. I was like, what are you doing?
Holy fuck.
So, what the fuck are you doing?
Fortune teller didn't
And then he came out then, and he was lying on his bed. And then I woke up about 10 minutes later, and he was reaching over to my face, and I was all, fuck, what are you doing? I was all, what are you doing? And he was all, ugh. And then he was gone the next morning.
Good.
So
you felt safe then.
$99 a night, fact, right? The dearest hostel I ever stayed in.
Yeah.
Maybe good crack. Yeah. Good crack.
Good crack.
Aye.
We stayed in
Crikey.
We stayed in Edinburgh College University residence.
That's right there.
Aye.
What was the crack with?
I was good, man. I was like, so obviously the price of fucking hotels and anywhere to stay in Edinburgh during Fringe is mental. So we got it for £500 for 5 nights. So it was £100 a night, which you were talking £500 a night. Anywhere else. So it was a wee bit outside. It was in Granton. It was like half an hour in the bus, which was grand because the bus services over there is fucking amazing. Like everything just works so well now. So the buses were like every 10, 15 minutes. And they were timed to a fucking T. Like, and they ran to 4:30 in the morning.
Lethal.
The buses. So it was grand. And the bus dropped us off just right outside where we were staying. Basic enough. It was the room and a bathroom. It was really clean. And then where we were, there was like in the wee sort of dorm part, there was like 6 rooms, and you had a kitchen. So we had the kitchen right beside our room. So it was perfect. It was perfect because for the amount of time that you spend in the room.
Exactly.
Because we were just getting up in the morning and got a bite to eat, and then headed into Edinburgh, and that was us staying for the whatever time the next morning.
Isn't it shocking too, the way all these hotels bang up the prices coming up to big events like that? Like it's pure just like greed, because
greed.
You know you're going to be fully booked. You're going to make a fortune regardless. You could even get away with dropping your prices a wee bit and get every room packed out, and everybody's down the bar drinking, everybody's spending money on the place. But instead they're like, oh no, it's going to be £500 a night. And so loads of people just can't afford it.
It's not right, because it is, again, it's pricing out the working class.
But they'll still make a fortune.
They'll still make a fortune.
I mean?
And then even you see that in Dublin and stuff, like if there's a big concert on and like there's people who's booked a room, and then the hotel locks and goes, oh fuck, we've got Taylor Swift on that night, and then they cancel the room and then sell it again.
Overcharge you for far more.
You can keep your room, but you're going to have to take your ransom, like you're going to have to pay another £1,000 or something.
They get away with it just because they can.
Yeah, dirtbags.
That's why Dublin, I've already expressed my feelings on Dublin before, but it was like, that's part of the reason. It's just unjustifiably expensive for no reason. It's no better than any other town.
And you'll pay a fortune, you'll stay in an absolute shithole. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which we did last time.
My the biggest thing I had from the Fringe Festival is just coming back so inspired, man. So inspiring, just the amount of different acts you see, the amount of different comedy, the amount of people put into it. I was just really excited to get back and get working on stuff again. So I'm booking a show for March of next year. I'm going to do a full new hour, and then I'm going to take it to Edinburgh then.
Class.
That'll
be brilliant.
Summer, and I'm going to excited for it.
Class.
Because again, just the people meeting over there, went to see Andrew Ryan's show. Andrew Ryan's he's from Cork, one of the most amazing comedians. Like he's based in Northern Ireland now. So went to his show and then was hanging out with Andrew after, and he brought us Sunday. There's a big performers bar, and it's only for the top fucking performer. Eddie Izzard and that was on there, and so went down for a few pints, and it was good just to get a lot of advice, and
brilliant.
You should do this. This is what you should do.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good.
Are you going to try and do like a month show thing? Or?
Well, I'm going to do 2 weeks first time. 2 weeks is plenty, like. Month's too long, so I'm going to do 2 weeks with a new show again. I'm going to have it ready for March, and then bring
how hard is it to like get into the Edinburgh Fringe in terms of like, to say you've got a show and you want to do 2 weeks of it over there? Do you just like approach? Is there like a group of people you approach who organise the whole festival, or do you approach a venue directly?
Yeah. So there's the Free Fringe Festival, and they look after. So you pay them, and then they give you a list of places. There's here. You say how many capacity you're looking or whatever, and they say, well, there's here these times, and you can pick and say, well, that bar there, 1 o'clock in the day, whatever it is, for 2 weeks, and then you pay up front.
Right.
And It seems an easy enough process, to get done.
So is there other things there too? Like, so you're saying there's comedy acts and different things, but so is there, like, say for example, is there podcasts? Is there bands? Is there any?
Yeah, there's music and all.
Arts, like,
it's all arts. It's all arts. Like, obviously mostly comedy, and then there's like burlesque shows and cabaret shows and circus shows and.
Is it actually called Comedy Festival, or is it just the Edinburgh Fringe Festival?
Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
So there can be anything. Just
can be anything, and there's
a strong insinuation of comedy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And you have to have a fringe.
That's of course.
I'm going to work on my fringe for next summer.
You're going to have to get a tun-tun.
Yeah.
Remember all the tun-tuns?
Just a tun-tun
bleached blonde.
And your crowd of Americans with fringes landed over him, boy, it really isn't what I thought it was going to be. Expecting my young boys with fringes. Just
I've been working on this all year.
I know. Just comparing fringes with each other. Over here at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, not a lot of fringes, I gotta say.
I wonder where the name comes from. Because funny enough, I was looking up a show recently. I know that used to be called Fringe, wasn't it?
What?
Fringe with Joshua Jackson. I think I was looking up that show recently. There was a show called Fringe.
Right.
I think it was, anyway. It was about, like, about a department of the FBI that dealt with, like, supernatural occurrences or something along those lines. And I looked up what the word fringe means, not when it comes to hair, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, fringe is like on the outside, like the outskirts of society, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the fringe class.
That's what I mean. I wonder how that applies to the Fringe Festival.
I don't know. That's what it is.
Oddballs and weirdos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Say anyway.
Didn't need a dictionary. I didn't need a focal lure for that. That's my word of the week. Focal lure. Yeah.
What's
is that where folklore comes from?
Dictionary. So focal is word. So folklore is dictionary.
That's obviously where the term folklore comes from, like Irish folklore, like stories and all.
Because it's Richie Kavanagh. Do you know Richie Kavanagh?
Yeah.
Because my service user listens to Richie Kavanagh all the time,
right.
And I've got all them songs fucking stuck in my head. Get out your folklore. We'll have you speaking Irish in a half an hour.
And that you did.
But that reminds me, I seen the Kneecap movie last night.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's kind of like it reminded me of what I've been telling people. It's like an Irish train spotting.
Wow.
Is it like a movie, like a documentary about them, or is it like a movie with acting?
I think it's loosely based on their actual. Do you know what I mean?
But it's drama.
Yeah, it's drama, but it's comedy too. You know what I mean? And it's mostly in Irish too, which is brilliant.
Right.
So it's all subtitled.
Yeah.
So you're just reading English as opposed to
how it works.
Yeah.
And do you know?
We know what subtitles are.
Well, just in case. I don't know.
No, I know what you mean now.
But absolutely brilliant. But that's what it's about too. What I got from it, it's all I'm sure it's all about the Irish language, and just keeping it alive, and it was showing you the statistics, and it was mad. It was only like in the north of Ireland, there's only like 8,000 fluid speaking Irish people.
I would say I haven't got a lick Irish about.
I know. I always have a guilt about that.
Do you know what I mean? And when
my sister's basically fluent too.
Is she?
Really? She does like freelance work for TG Ceathair. She actually, funny you're saying about subtitles. She's an editor. One of her jobs will also be writing English subtitles for like the Irish shows and all. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like that's 8,000. It's fuck all.
That's not.
And then it said every 40 days around the world, a native language disappears, expires, or whatever. Like it just disintegrates. So that's what they're trying to do. It's trying to keep it alive, obviously. And so that whole act came in
all learn Irish,
2022 as well.
Yeah.
This time next year we'll do a podcast in fluent Irish.
I fucking wish, but nothing sticks anymore.
I'm older, so bad with languages.
It's a hard language to learn too.
There was a guy. See, when we were just on languages and. Met so many interesting people over there. This guy lands up beside us. We were sitting in just by table and it had swings on it, you know, it was class.
Right.
And this guy lands over beside me and he's like, "Hey, I'm from Turkey." And he was real excitable and he was good crack, like. And then he was like, "I speak 7 languages." And I was like, "Do you fuck, man? That's cool." No. And he goes, "I'm 32 years old and I speak 7 languages." And he goes, "What age are you?" And I was like, "I'm 43." And he goes, "How many languages do you speak?" And I was like, "1."
And
barely. He goes, "I know." And he was disgusted. He was like, "You're 43 and you only know 1 language?"
I'd be all, "Hey, hold on a minute here, big man."
Yeah.
Over here, tell me how many languages you speak.
So then So then I asked Sorka, how many you speak? She goes, well, one, but I know a bit of Irish. And he's like, what is Irish? Irish is English. And we were like, then telling him that, no, there's an ancient language there. And...
You're in thin ice over here, big man.
But then I felt so bad saying about it, but not knowing it. So then he was like, he goes, and how come you don't know it? And I was like, well, 800 years of British oppression, and, you know, it was wiped out. And he was like, oh my God, I understand now. I'm so sorry. He was wild funny, though. He was like, he was just such an excitable guy. Like,
do your research.
Yeah. And then somebody else had sat down. Such a cool table, man. So there's about 8 people at it. So there's me and Sorka and her brother Fakra, and it was just like a revolving door of just these interesting people.
Like speed dating for men.
It was mental. And then this wee girl, Indian girl sat down, and then she had her friend with her, and good crack, and we got chatting and stuff. And she's a Bollywood actress, so she's over filming a movie in Edinburgh. And she was like, yeah, this is me. And she was showing on like Wikipedia and all. Like, she's fucking mega famous Bollywood star. Like,
right. There you go.
Rushni, I wrote it down because you're going to Rushni Wally. Right. So she's
single.
Don't know. Sean never asked her. They're filming Sons of Sandor 2. A movie in Edinburgh, and I was looking at it, and
Sons of Sandor 1 was class anyway. So
apparently it was. It was her favourite movie ever.
Right.
But it was just mental that she was just sitting and having a crack and chatting. But in India, she'd be fucking swarmed with people, paparazzi, and the whole lot.
Probably nice to get away from that and just be able to chat to 2 randomers in a bar.
That was, it was cool. And then, like, how Jesus, her and Sorka were in full flight chatting, and then she was like, "Take my phone number. I'm coming to Derry to visit you guys," and all. And
invite me down
over to India and get the royal treatment. Over like,
I know, man. That'll be the job.
I'm free at night anyway.
She's only 22, Sean.
So. Fuck.
Yeah.
You should have started. You should have led with that.
Well, I didn't think I had to. She was lovely, and then, you know, one of the Sorka was like, "Oh my God, you're so interesting and all, and so much crack," and she's like, I know, thank you. You know?
It seems that everyone's just mad about themselves.
I speak 7 languages.
First the Turkish boys, I speak loads of languages. I'm fucking class, and it scares I'm one of the most famous people on there. I'm fucking class.
I'm class. But you know what? I liked it. People owned it.
We're too used to be like self-deprecating Irish crack. But I'm shite. I wouldn't do it.
Do you know, saying to somebody you're Irish, "Oh my God, you're class, you're brilliant." Oh, fuck up, don't it? Jesus Christ, can't sell out. This week I just sort of fucking just flicked her hair, goes, "I know."
See, fucking 7 languages too. I would have said to them, "Hey, I've got a mortgage." Know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I have to work. I don't have time to sit around and learn fucking 7 languages.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them too, big man. Let's hear them all.
Oh, he rhymed them off, man. He was rhyming them off. But then
he probably only knows 5 words in each one. I can do that too. Like bonjour.
Let's not fucking beat up.
Bonjour, ça va? Diadich. Kajay Maratati. Fucking vorrei un bicchiere di vino rosso.
What the fuck's that?
Can I have a glass of wine, please? Red wine. So there you go. I know many's that.
Do you know what? I realised then afterwards as well that I know Ulster Scotch, because if they're going to call Ulster Scotch a language, then
may as well.
We can all understand it. So yeah, I'm bilingual.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah.
Fuck that. 7. What's it going to need that for?
I don't know, so we can go up and tell people in bars.
I'm a translator, and I'm like $6,000 a minute, and then you're like, oh.
Do you know what? He could have been just some guy from fucking Buncrana and thought, I'm going to go up and wind these people up.
I'm from Turkey. Leave Buncrana alone. Leave Buncrana out of this. We'll have trouble after this podcast, after you hit stop. No, you won't really.
That's the thing.
I'm a slapper. I'll be like that.
We learn in Irish too, though. The thing about it is, obviously I'd love to learn it, but I think the only proper way to like learn a language properly is to obviously learn some of the basics and then be able to submerge yourself into that thing. Like if you want to learn Spanish, go live in Barcelona for a year. If you want to learn French, go live in France. You can to a degree, but you can't really do that with Irish as much. Like go somewhere where it's all you're going to be hearing for a year.
You can't
go to a wee Gaeltacht or something, you know what I mean? That's different. It's like
fucking Derry Beg. When you go out to Derry Beg,
no, I know there is Gaeltacht, but it's just
fucking brilliant. I loved it. I was in one of the wee supermarkets anyway, and everybody in front of me, it sort of just caught on though. You're just sitting there waiting for your turn, and I just like realised that everybody that was like, they were just all speaking Irish. Everybody in the queue, and then I was all, oh fuck, trying to remember Diadich. Diadich, could you? But I think she just looked at me and goes, "What's the crack?" Yeah, fuck's it. It's colonized.
It's not her fault. It's not her fault.
No.
The Dutch. And I'm sure Irish, like people who speak Irish too, they don't just say the Dutch. They probably say something, the way we say it's happening. You know what I mean? They probably have slang.
There's so many different dialects as well. There's Ulster dialect and a Connacht dialect and a Kerry dialect.
Of Irish, like
of Irish, yeah.
What was it? My friend and I, when we were in Sicily, because we learned a wee bit, and say like hello in Italian, I think was buongiorno or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were going to say buongiorno, but again, like they just say ciao for hello in the back.
Exactly. Yeah,
just that
different
local
things.
Just ciao. Ciao when you enter and ciao when you go, and so we started just going ciao. There was no point being all buongiorno.
Nobody else did.
We were in San Sebastian too. Do you know San Sebastian? It's basically on the border between France and Spain, but it's part of the Basque country.
Oh, okay.
So like kind of like almost like under like from they don't really like Spain as much. They're more like Basque. So we were over there anyway, and like chatting away to all the locals, and gracias, it's here. And then one of the locals told me in a bar, he was all who's English? We were all no, we're Irish. And he was all because I was like, people were a wee bit kind of
standoffish,
a wee bit sort of ignorant and thing. And the boy was all like, who's English? We were all no, we're Irish. And he was all, oh man, he was all, they love the Irish over here. But because I was saying like people are a wee bit sort of bar staff and all the shops are a wee bit sort of hanging. He was all, they probably think you're English. They don't really like English over here. He was all, see, instead of, don't be saying like gracias, because that's like pure Spanish, and that's all the English come over here and they're England top. Gracias, mate, and they don't like it. He was all, he told us how to say like thanks in Basque basically, which is Iscargathco. So he say out there, he starts saying Iscargathco instead of gracias, and I swear to God, everything changed.
Wow,
everything changed. And then boys be asking, where are you from? You'd be all like Ireland. And then this boy ended up giving us these. We were at the like after with my mate's wedding. We were at the after wedding party, and one of the locals came down and gave me and Dag and his brother these 3 hats. They were like almost like French berets. So we put them on like berets, and the boy was all, no, they're not berets. They were basically olden style Basque fighter hats that they used to wear in the wars, and you wear them down here. So us 3 are wearing these. And then me and Marion like walked back to our hotel, and I was steaming. I had this hat on me, and I was walking through the streets, and everyone was all like, oh, like shouting at me, giving me thumbs up and high five me. And I was all, up a Basques. No, so it was class, just the wee differences you don't know about, like, you know what I mean? It's Gargatho.
Viva la Quita Brigada.
But I was actually, because I was asking recently, because I'm going to Paris now in about 5 weeks, and I was like, I hear that Parisians are just a wee bit like you've probably heard stories yourself.
Very standoffish.
They might be a bit rude and all, but apparently they're not rude. That's just their demeanor. Like
rude people everywhere.
And then apparently it's all down to two. But you can understand that people are going over there and they're just going parle anglais. Like no, they're not even going bonjour, ça va. Like speak a little bit of.
If you try and speak the language a wee bit, they should.
And again, it's apparently because I know people have been there, and it's that Irish English thing. If you're Irish, just sort of try and make sure that they know you're Irish.
Exactly.
But then somebody gave me this wee life hack once about going to different countries, and if you go, say you go to Paris anyway, and you don't want that confrontation of like people dismissing you because you're speaking, basically go on and just start going, Maratatu, and then they'll be all, the fuck? No, they'll be all, so they'll start going, bonjour, ça va? And then you sort of go, right, we're obviously speaking.
Let's meet in the middle with English.
Meet in the middle. What about Anglais? And then you go like, oui.
I know a little bit of English, and then you just like,
and then you're like, what's a craic?
Do you speak Derry?
But it's a good wee way to sort of just.
That's a good one, actually.
I think most people, I always find the Spaniards are, well, obviously any place I've been in Spain is normally very holiday-ish, and they do a lot of trade, but they're always they always speak English to you, whereas the French, you don't hear that as much. But I think if you at least make a wee attempt to try and even say hello in like their own language, and at least try, and like we things like when you go into a shop, say hello to the person working there. Too many people go on and just like head down and hang and blah blah blah, and then they don't like that, that kind of way. I try and do that everywhere, even no matter where I am. I go into a shop, I be like, how's it going? It's correct.
Bonjour.
All right, big man. They might not know what you said, but they'll see you right.
You're acknowledging them.
But Grande man. Grande monsieur.
Exactly.
Je m'appelle
Grande
Fintan.
monsieur, big man.
Bonjour, grande man. Grande monsieur. I can't speak. I'll be going on and saying that, and the boy will be all, what? I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet.
Oh,
but that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to go over and just ditch the fuck out of everybody. And then we all, no capisco.
He's going to Disneyland?
Disney for 1 day.
Delightful.
And then 2 days in Paris.
Lovely.
And then 2 traveling days. Nice. So Paris, yeah, Eiffel Tower, stuff like that. Like, can't wait.
There. You'll be getting some nice coffee and stuff anyway.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
I just be eating coffee and bread fucking all the time. Unreal.
Unfortunately, no booze. I'm working, but but I'm happy with just coffee.
Exactly.
And my cousin has already been there, so she's given me a lot of suggestions for like all the vegan places.
I'll say you get plenty of vegan stuff over there.
Vegan patisseries and stuff like that. Like, and I cannot wait. Looks amazing. I was looking them all up and put them onto my wee map app. So I can, if I'm near them, I can go on.
Jump on.
But it'll be pure chilling out for 2 days. So
that's hard to beat, man. And doing it for work. Do you know, they get
exactly.
Away,
they go to Paris,
away and
all your food and all paid for.
I don't think so. I would say there's certain meals that are part of your.
I suppose they don't pay you to eat here, so why would they pay you to eat over there? I suppose.
So you still need a bit to spend the money, but the rest of it's all paid, like your insurance and flights and. It's not bad, like.
Couldn't you beat that, sir?
Aye. Hey.
That'd be lovely, man.
It's a good experience.
Obviously, it'd be a great experience for your service user too. And
big city to take off.
You've never been to Paris before?
No.
I was there when I was younger. Don't have many memories of it, to be honest. It was just a big city. We went to Disneyland just when we were in Paris for like a day or two before it. But Disneyland was class.
Never been to Paris. No.
Like Disneyland, I'm not that bothered. But it'll be experience too. You know what I mean? Like it's not my cup of tea, but I'll go and be like, I
think you'll love it.
Bit of Star Wars and stuff like that there.
Exactly.
Like, so
there's so
I'll
much
be happy.
And there's these wee like
if a bone they pick with
like streets with all these like wee American diners and all, and like the Hard Rock Cafe, and there's like wee mini lampposts and stuff, like wee cobble streets and all. It's class. It's class.
I'd say it'd be some experience, like.
Aye, it's gonna be class. Like it's gonna be work, but it's gonna be class.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
I'd happily swap you anyway. Put it that way.
I'm looking forward to it. Like it's gonna fly on. Hey, I remember when it was about 6 months away. Now it's like 5 weeks.
And then when you get there, you'll go like that, and you'll be going home again.
Yeah, I know. I'm just finishing up 2 weeks off, and it's just went like that. Like,
oh, does it say?
Back to work tomorrow.
As long as you have a couple of wee moments throughout the 2 weeks, so you just take a wee moment and go, I'm off tomorrow. This is class.
Definitely.
So I always do that when I'm off. I've got a week off coming up, and I'm going to do that every evening. I'm going to go, it's very nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just appreciate it. Like,
you have to.
I'm on a wee week off, so it's great.
Nice.
It's just a wee break in my shifts. So it's great. Loads of art, walks. The weather's good, so probably go a wee walk now after this.
For now, anyway.
No, man, it's going to be we had a couple of really, really nice days over in Edinburgh. And it was cool because all the big parks and all are just done out with, like, there's just food stalls.
We in that wee park, like right in the middle of Edinburgh. We like the castles up here. It's like I love that wee place. It's right on the big main street. Is it, what do you call it? Isn't that the Royal Mile?
Royal Mile.
Is it the Royal Mile?
Princess Street?
Or something. The
Royal Mile's up.
Royal Mile's
on the way to the castle.
It is.
So the Royal Mile sort of where all the.
It must be Princess Street. It's like you go down the big bridge and down the big sort of windy road.
So that was the first place we went down in that wee park when we got there.
Same.
All the buses and trams are on. That park's amazing.
It's class.
Beautiful. You just have the castle and the big cliff edge thing.
And there's like a wee kids play park, and there's like wee lakes, and there's big trees and ice cream vans and wee place to get a hot dog. Class.
I think it's one of the thing I remember about that city. There's a couple of wee bridges, and if you just stand on a bridge and you do a 360, it's just gorgeous. And then all these like gothic kind of buildings, and the architecture is phenomenal.
Unbelievable.
Walking up and down the Royal Mile is just amazing. Class place.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I used to hate touristy stuff years ago. Not that I hated it. It just was a bit. I didn't like to look like a tourist too. When I was in different cities, but. Tour stuff's brilliant. It's good crack. Like, so if you're doing a bus tour or something, or open top bus tour or something,
I always do a wee tour. Like,
I love the open top tour buses.
Yeah, like get on that shit there. Why not? Like, it's great. So I think we've only booked for Paris too. Like, so that'll be great.
It's a good way to see the city. And
that
just sit there and chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
excuse me.
Yeah,
I think we could wind her up, will we, lads?
I think we should. I have a wee busy day ahead of me.
Busy day as well.
Shit to do. I've got sunshine to enjoy.
So, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have fucking shit to do. You've got back to work tomorrow, washing clothes and all that fucking carry on. It's good queer drying day, anyway.
It's a queer drying day. I love a good dry. I've loved washing and drying clothes out in the sun far too much.
Yeah,
Marion always slag me like.
Yeah. Do you know the best thing you can ever get?
What?
Dehumidifier.
Right there.
Get a fucking see for drying clothes.
Oh, so you keep them in the house and you stick it.
Obviously on a nice day you can stick it out like that, but it's like drying them in the sun.
Really?
Like it just sucks all the fucking water out of them and it collects in a wee bucket.
That's the one there. I can see setting stuff on. We've been like, this week's been a whole handling because it's been really cloudy and really warm, but it's been raining and we've had to wash a lot of clothes. You can't hang them out because it's going to rain.
Brandy,
you can't put the heat on because you're too fucking warm in the
It'll
house.
Change your life.
I'm going to go
It'll
get
change
one
your life.
Right now.
And you know what? It's really good for for anybody that's got any allergies or any dust allergies. Because just takes all the moisture out of the air. The house heats better as well when the moisture's out of the air. It's better for your walls, better for your clothes, better for yourself. £160 and screw fix next door to your work.
Why are they not baiting these things on this then? Why is that not getting shoved in my face every day of my life?
I was a game changer. Remember I went over, I called into you one day over in your work. That's where I was. Right. I was in a screw fix getting one of those. I'd advise it for anybody. And see that thing, your clothes are drying like 4 hours.
Hi. I'm all excited here now. Let's go and dry some clothes.
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm not going to. We're not going to Donegal anymore.
Cancel and get the dehumidifier. Sit and lock myself in the shed for 4 hours.
What size is it?
It's only like, I don't know, about
like
2 foot high, just a wee box, man. And it has
a sucking noise.
Very quiet.
Like a humming,
or a blowy.
Very quiet.
What's your favourite humming noise?
Is that a sucky and a blowy?
It's a sucky and a blowy, so it sucks the water out of it. So houses should be at something like 60% humidity,
right,
or less, between 50 and 60, and that's the optimum, right? For
but is 100% humidity not like pushing down inside your house?
100%. No, you're taking the humidity out of there. You're bringing it down. You're not trying to get it up.
60 just seems high. Just walking through your house, fucking sitting in here.
So 100% humidity would be like a dew falling, like a real mist.
That's what I'm thinking.
So most houses are a lot more than that, a lot more than 60. But if you get down to 50 and 60, it'll change your life. That's all I'm saying.
I just imagine walking in the house. Geez, well humid in here. The water hitting you.
Yeah. It's dehumidifier.
That's right.
Dehumidifier.
Right.
Anyway, right. So So Screwfix, I'm available for more shout outs. Give us some money.
Yeah.
Screwfix. That's all I get. Good for getting screwdrivers fixed. So give us money.
All right, so let's sponsor us. Let's wrap it up there and let's go enjoy some sunshine.
Let's do it, folks.
All right, guys, this has been Mind the Time podcast. Thank you very much, Sean.
Thank you. S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
No, merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
And Brandy.
Aithgar Gathco.
Pleasure as always.
Up a basks.
This has been Mind the Time podcast. Check us out on all the social media. Add us, share us with friends, do all that crack. Good night, good luck, bye bye.
See you after.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Au revoir.